What a fucking disgrace! The Bills just scapegoated Sean McDermott on unimaginable scales. I figure that the firing of Mike Tomlin, John Harbaugh, guys that were of similar caliber, definitely put pressure on McDermott, but unlike those two guys, I don't think it's controversial to say that McDermott just finished coaching the best season of his career from what he could control, bar none. He had this team punching above its weight class all the way up until the final second of the season. Outside of James Cook and Josh Allen on the offense, it was Sean keeping the defense, which was helpless of talent, afloat. Like, we're rolling out Darnell Savage, Dane Jackson in the most important game of the year due to incompetencies of the guy that they're deciding to retain. I cannot comprehend firing Sean and retaining Brandon Beane. I never thought McDermott deserved to be fired, but I would understand the angle if you took Beane with him, because anybody rational that observed this season could very obviously see that compared to the rest of the teams in the postseason, the Bills were basically talentless. Would it behoove you to know that the Bills are currently in one of the worst cap situations in the NFL? You would have no idea by just looking at the 53-man roster. You would think the Bills would have boatloads of money considering the talent on the team. I wish there was some way to quantify the return on investment by player based on their contract to essentially get a report card on decisions made by a general manager, because Beane, as we speak, would have an F. And the only reason you would make this decision is because you want an offensive mind to get over the hump. If you replace McDermott with a defensive coach, someone's getting shot. But that said, the only acceptable replacement truly is Clint Kubiak. Promoting Joe Brady would make zero sense. You were unhappy with the results with him on the staff. Why would you give him the keys? Otherwise, there's really no good offensive-minded candidates out there other than McDaniel and Dable, who both were just recently relieved of their other duties. And no, I'm not comfortable with a Nate Steelhouse or a Grant Udinski yet. Genuinely, it is Kubiak or bust, but my goodness, do I feel bad for Josh Allen. He already was clearly gut-wrenched about the way the season ended. He took 100% responsibility for it, and he wasn't entirely off base. He didn't play his best game, but now he's going to have to deal with the fact that he not only was the quote-unquote reason they lost, but now he was the quote-unquote reason that Sean McDermott, the best coach he's probably ever had, just got fired. That's going to fuck with him. I might be bitter, but I have zero faith in the decision makers within this organization right now. They are taking a monumental risk, and I don't trust them to get it right. And the funniest part of all of this is that Buffalo sports fans know how this goes. Anytime Buffalo lets go of a high-profile player or coach, they go off and have success, plenty of it somewhere else. Stephon Diggs, Jack Eichel, prime examples. I don't think Sean McDermott is going to be any different, and wouldn't it be a shame if it was with Lamar Jackson and the Ravens? Oh my God, could you imagine the karma? If that happens, I will be checking myself into a mental hospital.